Hello, welcome back to another Freedom War video. I have been asked how to SVS, just in general. So today here, I've got my trusty alt account, and I'm going to teach you how to basic SVS and how to counter certain combos. Now this isn't going to be easy because I have to alternate between accounts. I think you should be able to get it done. So, let's start. The very basics. A combo is starting by pressing Q 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The last punch can be replicated by pressing E. It is noted that it is a little bit slower to do the third punch by pressing E instead of just doing this, because it's instant there, and you see where there's a little charge up there. That's the basic combo. Now, in order to do the light punches, which are these two in the combo, you want to make sure your opponent is not blocking at all. So, again, start with the combo, and now you see that I did 400 to him, and you'd be doing an extra 400 by doing the medium, and you can break blocks. So if your opponent is blocking, you can use this punch to break their block. So 1, 2, broken. And then I suggest doing a heavy, and then they will usually recover here if they don't have recovery or roar. But if they don't have that, you can also do what I like to do is a combo extender, which you do an uppercut, and then you punch them again when they're downed. And I'm not actually sure if that's still possible due to the SVS changes, but you guys can try that and see if let me know if it works. But other than that, the basic SVS, those are the basics. What we want to now do is countering, okay, so what I like to do, you just continue, if you're far away from an opponent, and they're blocking like that, you dash block, and then sometimes they'll hit your block. I wasn't blocking, but sometimes they'll hit your block, and then you can immediately unblock, hit their block, and then block up again. Or because of the new SVS changes, after you do a combo, I would recommend sprinting away a little bit, and then doing an uppercut like that. Now that being said, there are some flaws to that, such as see I do a combo, I can do that. The opponent can do that, and then if you can't block in time, well, that happens. Extremely hard. I will now go into a public practice and do some SVS, and you can, if you want to, you can copy my technique, go along what I have shown while I SVS in general, and use that to your advantage. Here we go. This is a US Virginia server, so you have good ping here, I believe. I'll check in a second. I blurred. What is it? Shift F. That's a screenshot. Okay. I don't know if that's the right thing. Yeah, 50 ping. 50 ping. So that's it. This is either a jar cart based on the shifting noise. I'm not gonna go after that because it's just. I don't need to. Hi, cart. Ow. Why'd you do that? Okay, here's an armored. Let's use what I have shown you here, and I will be showing you more here because it's much easier to do this than do it on your alt account. So I recommend blocking. Let's guess. Oh my God, never mind. Ping. Now, when they heavy, I would recommend going to the left or the right. Do a double dash just to make sure. And also, if you do an uppercut, I highly recommend you immediately block afterwards, because it's very customary for them to try and hit your block in response, and it's an easy free combo. Now, if you also want to bank of as much of here as possible, you always want to hit them after they spawn in, unless you're doing it 1-1, which is customary to not let them spawn in. Now, another thing to note is that when you heavy, when they go to the left or right, I recommend pre-doing it. It's basically a guess. You can't really know. But, do that. And you should be able to get a free combo. Okay. Now, for Jaws and something like this, they'd like to do the hit and run technique, which is where they do a combo and then dash away really fast. It's very customary for jaw users and shit. So, hold on. Maybe I can get this fem to shift. Is this the same? It's the same, like, avatar. No, it's not. It's like a rainbow this time. Ow. I did not mean to shift. My keyboard is too small. Alright. Maybe he'll shift. Yes. Good. No, that's a jaw, bro. Okay, also, at this time of recording, they added some SVS things, so you can see, like, the number displayed at, like, when you punch. Perfect. Okay, we have someone to SVS. Now, as they're falling, I recommend trying to get a punch in before they finish falling. It's pretty much a pre-combo. Okay, now watch me SVS here and adapt what you can learn here, because I'm not that great of a teacher, but I am trying my best here. Again, I'm doing the sprint technique as shown earlier. After a combo, sprint away, maybe do an uppercut after that. Also, what I like to do is I like to sprint into a block after what they've done. Now, here's one of the funny techniques that you can do. Sometimes you can just block in the middle of a combo for some reason. I'm not entirely sure if it's a bug or not, but I'm pretty sure it's caused either by a hit that was not meant to be a hit. I'm not entirely sure what that means either. Or it's because you started blocking before they punched you first. Okay. Okay, they also did this, like, little shift thing, so you can see how many shifts you are at. So I recommend, like... Oh, here we go. Never mind. That's a, like a cart. I love jaw users. What is happening to me, girl? This is really chaotic. Ah, that's a stomp. I'm dead. I'm gonna hold or D-shift because this Colossal is being a little bit of a nitwit. Let's see if I can get this AT to go a little bit farther away. I can. Okay. I am last shift here, so I might die. I hope not, but let's hope it doesn't happen. Now there's dash blocking. And then, if you sometimes get it right, you can do an uppercut at the end and do a dash. Now, I recommend blocking a lot, because you can easily catch them off guard. Make them hit your block. Free combo. Now, if you uppercut before them and do, like, a dash like that, you will always hit the punch unless they catch it with a heavy. Oh, that's right. I forgot to say. I missed it because I was at stamina. But if they uppercut, sometimes... you can counter it by using a light. So at the first bit of your combo, you press Q, and you should be able to catch the uppercuts. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a Zerk. Oh, really? No! Time to change teams. Okay. So, these tips should easily, and I mean easily, be able to help you get a get better at SVS if you weren't already good at it in the first place. I might be uploading a part 2 to this because this is pretty superficial, but it should get you to the basics and you should be able to adapt from there. I recommend playing practice for at least 20 to 15 minutes before you start like a campaign, because it'll let you easily get better over time and warm up for your campaign. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.